Today we're going to make one of these wire wrapped cubed crystals. You can see here it's got a wire piece that goes up each side, it's connected at the bottom, and then the bail on the top. So we've got a cubed crystal here. It's about 1.5 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters. Then we're just starting off with our 20 gauge dead soft silver wire. So we need two lengths of 6 inches of wire. Then the first thing we do is just start by making our bail. So just leaving a little tail there right at the start. Then I start wrapping it around my round nose pliers there. So just sort of twisting it around, leaving that little tail there. Wrapping it around 2 times, and then with your little tail there, we just bring that tail piece around the other wire there. Then just crimping it down, and that secures it nice and tight. I just grab my pliers in and straighten it all up, make sure they're all sitting together nicely and straight. Then we can grab our crystal. The first thing I do is turn the crystal on its side where it's going to be the top, and just bending that bail piece on the wire so it's sitting over the center of it. So when you turn it on its side, you can see it's sitting in the middle. Then we just start by gently working our wire around the crystal, so just bending it around each corner and up the other side, and then it's going to meet up with the bail at the top there. At this stage we don't wrap it around our bail yet because we need to just pop the other piece of wire in. And we're going to attach this on the bottom part of that first piece of wire that we used. So just making a connection there on the bottom part and in the middle of your piece of wire. Just bending it around that first piece of wire there. And then we just work by gently crimping it down a little bit, bending it down around it, and then bringing one of the pieces over itself. So it's not in a knot or anything, it's literally just going down and around it. So it's just connected to that bottom piece of wire, and then it's crimped down nice and tight as well, so it's sort of will stay put there. I'm just trying to make sure it's in the middle portion of that bottom piece of wire. And then just straightening out your wires a little bit there. When you're happy with that and it's sitting in the middle of the first piece of wire, just pop your little crystal back inside the little sort of cage that you're building, and then we're just gently going to bring each piece of wire up each side of the crystal. Just gently working with your wires so that they're in the positions that you want them in. So when you've got your crystal and it's got a piece of wire going up each side, we are going to start by securing onto the bail. So as you can see, I've got 3 pieces coming off each side and then the one piece with the bail on the top. So just keeping that bail there where it is, we're just going to start by gently wrapping the side ones onto it. You can see I'm going to slowly wrap 2 opposite sides at the same time, just making sure that that bail is staying over the center of the crystal. So just slowly wrapping the opposite sides around the bail there. So just gently. When it's gone around a couple of times, so it's sort of secure there, then we just snip your tails off, just off those two, then just crimp them down nice and tight so that they're in nice and securely and it's all sitting nice and tight. Just so there's no pieces of wire sticking out. And then we are just going to do this last piece. Just trying to work your wires and making sure that your design is symmetrical and that they're all sitting evenly, that there's a piece of wire going up in the middle of each side of the crystal. And then we just slowly wrap that around the bail as well. And then when you're happy that it's gone around a few times and is holding it all in nice and securely, just cut your tail off with a couple of millimeters to spare and crimp it down nice and tight. Now you can have a go at tidying up all your loops. Making sure they're all sitting nicely and they're all together and straight. Then you can work your wires a little bit into place. You don't want it to have too much play or the crystal could fall out the side, so just tightening your loops and twisting it a little bit if it needs to be tightened up. Then you can attach your chain or cord, whatever you're going to string your pendant up on. And there's your wire wrapped cube crystal.